Hello and welcome to Let's Play Stardew Valley, Episode 6. We're here on the morning of Spring the 11th of the first year. Hop out of bed, watch the TV. Weather report says it's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Fortune teller says, the spirits are very displeased today. They will do their best to make your life difficult. And finally, living off the land. Welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. Woes from crows? Sounds like you need a scarecrow. Placing a scarecrow on your farm deters crows from a pretty good distance. Make sure you protect your valuable crops. One more thing. Need a bigger backpack to hold all your stuff? Check your local general store. Head on outside. Looks like a bunch of stuff has gotten ready for harvest. First things first, pet the doggy, whose name is Fartomo. And we're gonna water his bowl. Alright, so I see right away that the tulips have come up. So now tulips are interesting because they're good to sell. I'm going to go ahead and throw the silver star tulip and the red tulip in the bin for sale. They're also good to give as gifts. So I'm going to keep 2 tulips to give as gifts. Go ahead and harvest these parsnips here. It'd be nice not to have to water these. And I'm gonna go ahead and sell all of those parsnips. I got some gold and silver ones as well. And we'll go ahead and harvest some potatoes. Potatoes I'm gonna save. Is this kale ready for harvest? It is. Kale you have to harvest with the scythe. And I just got 1 piece of kale. Alright, let's go ahead and water everything. Fartomo is going to watch me as I do this. I love the music in Stardew Valley. It's really fantastic music. And for those that don't know, this game was pretty much created single-handedly by this one dude. His name is Eric Barone, if I'm not mistaken. And he did all the coding and all of the music composition and everything. The sprites, all that stuff. Let's go ahead and see if I can clear some more stuff over here. We got a pine tree. Go ahead and send that pine tree to the promised land. There's a baby pine tree in there. I'm going to go ahead and leave him to grow up and get chopped later. I'm going to go ahead and plant some pine saplings by the riverbank near the house. Chop down another tree. And now this area near the ruined building is pretty much clear. Got a letter in the mail. Let's see what that says. Dear Farmer Ryan, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old old cottage when we first met. It's really a nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With the kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Signed, your local carpenter, Robin. There's another letter. Missing. I lost my favorite axe. If you find it, please return ASAP. I'm having a tough time without it. There's 250 gold in it for whoever finds the thing. Robin. Accept the quest. Robin's lost axe. Robin lost her favorite axe. The last time she remembers using it, she was cutting wood south of Marnie's ranch. So Marnie's ranch would be here. So that's probably referring to these woods down in the southern part of the map there. Alright, what do I want to do today? Going to the mines is not going to be great because I don't have enough energy due to all the watering that I have to do. So I'm going to kind of wander around, do a little fishing, do a little socializing. Just caught a smallmouth bass. Any day, sweetheart. Oh, interesting. So I just caught a purple star smallmouth bass. This is the first purple star item that I've gotten in the game, and purple star indicates the maximum quality. Alright, let's go ahead and wander around, do some foraging, do some socializing, see where the day takes us. I'm going to head north out of the farm, and I see some green stalks in the ground. And I just picked up 3 carrot seeds. I also just picked up a wild horseradish, which is one of the 4 spring forage items that I need. And I just picked up another wild horseradish. I'm actually going to take the gold star one and give it to Linus as a gift. Linus says, "That's a good find. I'm always happy when eating wild food. Thank you." Yeah, so Linus likes horseradish. Doesn't love it, just likes it. So that gave me a small boost to reputation with Linus. I'm near the mountain lake here, and I come across a busted bridge. A much bigger bridge than the one that's at the beach. It's over a deep ravine, and I can see what looks like a field of rocks on the other side. I have a feeling this might be the bridge that it's referring to for bridge repair in the community center. ahead and head back into town here. There's a daffodil. Let's go ahead and pick that for the bundle. And I'm going to go inside the community center to the crafting room with the purple carpet. Select the spring foraging, and I'm going to go ahead and just drop the item in its place. So I now need to find a leek and a dandelion. Two daffodils outside. Alright, let's try giving Haley a tulip. She says, I've decided I'm going to organize my clothes today. I'll have to throw out all the last year's styles to make room for the new ones. Alright, Haley, have a tulip. She says, gasp! For me, thank you. So tulips are one of the things that Haley likes. Not love, but likes. I have a feeling Alex the jock does not want a tulip or a daffodil, so I'm just going to skip him. I seem to be remembering from previous playthroughs that Grandma Evelyn in here loves tulips. Let's see if I'm remembering that correctly. She says, as it so happens, she just said, homegrown tulips make for a lovely springtime gift. Let's see what happens when I give her a tulip. Here you go, Granny, have a tulip. Gasp! This is absolutely marvelous! And I got the heart emoji, so I think that means that she loves it. Yep. Granny officially loves tulips. So Granny likes tulips, and Grandpa George likes leeks. Alright, who's this dude with a blue shirt and black hair? His name is Shane. He says, what do you want? Leave me alone. It's the kind of thing that I would say. Shane is a single bachelor. What a guy. Let's go ahead and head south to the beach, see if I can find anything cool here. Looks like a clamshell. Yep. I just picked up a clamshell. Let's see if Elliot likes daffodils by chance. He says, I'm not a huge fan of this. Wow. What a douche. Trying to find him in the list here. Did I go past him? So Elliot officially dislikes daffodils. How could you dislike daffodils? I have a bunch of daffodils that grow in my yard, and believe me, daffodils are great. I love daffodils. I don't think it's possible to dislike daffodils. Alright, so we got this skater boy with ridiculous blonde hair. What's his name? Sam. He says, the clouds look great this time of year, don't they? Like scoops of vanilla ice cream floating on blue raspberry sauce. Or maybe I'm just hungry. Do you like daffodils? He says, this is interesting. Alright, so Sam the skater boy does not like daffodils. I don't get it. I don't get how you can not like daffodils. Pierre, the store owner, does like daffodils. Kind of wandering around here by the wizard tower. I'm not seeing any forage. I'm going to go to the riverbank to the south of the wizard's tower and see if I can catch anything special. Okay, I caught a bream. And I caught another bream. I wonder if I'm going to catch a third bream. I sure did. And that bream was a silver star bream. Back to the farm. I'm going to go ahead and sell the breams and the clam. And I'm going to plop down the carrots. Notice that the dirt that I dug the parsnips up from is still fertilized, so I don't need to fertilize those spots again. I just plop the carrots down on those spots that were already fertilized. It's not quite time to go to bed yet, so I'll chop another tree or two. Alright, I'm pretty much spent now. I'm going to go ahead and plant these little pine seeds, pine cones, by the bank behind the house. Stash the wood and the fiber and the sap. Then we're going to drift off to bed. Sweet dreams. Alright, I just leveled up farming. I'm now at level 2. +1 watering can proficiency, +1 hoe proficiency. New crafting recipe, stone fence. New crafting recipe, mayonnaise machine. New crafting recipe, sprinkler. Interesting. Nice. Got about 1,200 gold from that haul. Alright, now it's spring the 12th. Weather report. It's going to be clear and sunny tomorrow. Perfect weather for the Egg Festival. The event will take place in Pelican Town starting between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Don't be late. Fortune teller. The spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. Alright, so I got some stuff to harvest here. But first, mail. Try to put on my pirate voice here. I've got some new items in stock. A deluxe fishing pole and some bait that you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster. Hope to see you soon, Willie. Dear Ryan, tomorrow we're holding the Egg Festival in the town square. You should arrive between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you'd like to attend. You wouldn't want to miss the annual egg hunt. Signed, Mayor Lewis. Alright, gotta go ahead and harvest a ton of parsnips. I got 3 gold star, 4 silver star, and 13 normal parsnips. Sell them all. Looks like we got some potatoes. Sell them all. And then 2 of my green bean plants have finally started making green beans. Remember that green beans are unique, well, not unique, but green beans are special because they keep on producing green beans. Once they finish growing, I think they take 12 days to grow. Once they finish growing, they'll keep making beans every couple of days for the rest of spring. They do die off between spring and summer, as do most of the spring crops. Get everything else watered up here. Go ahead and head on down to Tree Isle. I see that I have 4 pine trees that are just about ready to be mature trees. Got a little artifact spot on the big island. It's a piece of coal. Do a little clearing here. I hear a fart dog yapping around somewhere in the background. Which reminds me that I need to pet him. Let's give him a pet. And fill up his bowl. Fill her up. Chop down a tree over here. So I have the farm most of the way. Cleared. It's like a bit over halfway, I think. I'll probably have all of the space cleared out by the end of spring. For the standard farm that has the huge amount of area, it takes considerably longer. From what I recall, it can take into like summertime before the standard farm is cleared on average. I just got some mixed seeds. 2 mixed seeds. Go ahead and plant those up. Similar to yesterday, I'm gonna wander around today and see if I can rustle up some spring forage for that bundle. Alright, let's go for a walk. I'm in the back road north of my farm, and I didn't see anything. Remember that I'm on the lookout for leeks and dandelions. I'm on the screen next to Marnie's house. Or, sorry, Robin's house, the carpenter's house. Alright, I don't see anything over here, but I might as well see if I can fish something out of this lake here. Okay, I just caught something called a chub. Yes, it's actually called a chub. A common freshwater fish known for its voracious appetite. Okay. Throw another cast in. Okay, I just caught something called river jelly. This is a rare jelly found in freshwater, and I can eat it for various benefits. I get plus 75 energy, plus 33 health, and I also get plus 30 max energy, so my energy bar gets temporarily bigger. I wonder if that shows up on the fishing tab. It does. Okay, I'm wandering around the town now. I just passed Mayor Lewis and Haley. Heading over towards the library. See if there's any forage over there. Passing the two kids and Penny. This house here with the furnace next to it is Clint the blacksmith's. Let's go ahead and head down to the beach, see if we can see anything on the beach. Well, despite the fortune teller saying it's a lucky day, I'm not finding much forage. It's kind of lame. Alright, so I just caught some seaweed. Not to be confused with green algae, seaweed is actually better. Seaweed can be used in cooking. Actually, I think they have the same stats, seaweed and algae. And I just got an achievement. Fisherman. Catch 10 different fish. Cool. Looks like the next one is called Old Mariner, and you have to catch 24 different fish. Let's see if I can catch something else. just caught a gold star sardine. Also just noticed that on the beach here we have another one of those weird statues. This one looks like it has a bird or a cat with a goatee, perhaps, with a blue stone. So now we found these weird little statues on my farm, by the mine, and on the beach. Wander around down here south of Marnie's ranch. I'm finding no forage at all. Actually, I just found some spring onions. It's better than nothing. And it looks like over here there is an axe sitting on the ground. But my inventory is full. Oh man. I think the least valuable thing I have is the seaweed. I'm going to throw the seaweed away. I just picked up a lost axe. It says, "You found the lost axe. Better return it to Robin." I wonder if I can get to Robin's before she locks her door. Yeah, I think it's probably too late to go over there. I'll just stash the lost axe in the bin for now. Not the bin, in the treasure chest. Alright, so I got my chest. I'm going to stash the lost axe, the river jelly, and I'm going to go ahead and sell the spring onions, the chub, and the sardine. Is there anything else I can do today? I have a little bit of energy left, and about 3 hours of daylight, or 3 hours before midnight. Might as well chop some trees. So similar to what I did next to the cabin, I'm going to use this riverbank here as a place to grow pine trees for sap. So I just planted 3 pine saplings along that riverbank, and they're going to grow in such a way that it's not going to obstruct my view of anything. Alright, I'm back at the cabin. Now, I have to make an interesting choice here. So, this is the last day before the Egg Festival on the 13th. I could sell some of the stuff that I've collected, but do I want to? I know that the seeds at the Egg Festival cost 100 gold apiece, and with all the stuff that I harvested today, I'm probably going to have like 4 grand tomorrow, which is enough for 40 seeds. think that's enough. I think that's plenty. That's going to give me a lot of... it's going to give me a lot of work to water all that stuff for the rest of spring. So I don't think I'm going to sell anything. Head on inside, check the TV. One thing I did want to do is go through the crafting stuff that I got after leveling up. Real quick though, let's look at my levels. I'm level 3 in farming, level 1 in mining, 3 in foraging, 2 in fishing, and 0 in combat. Moving over to the crafting menu. So I got the recipe for a stone fence. It lasts longer than a wooden fence does. And remember that fences are used for keeping your livestock where you want them and for keeping weeds and grass from spreading. Looks like I also got a recipe for bait. I can use bug meat, which is a drop that I get from bugs in the mines. I can use 1 bug meat to get 5 bait. Bait causes your fish to bite faster when you're fishing. It must be attached to a fishing rod. Now, this thing that I have here, the bamboo pole, cannot accept bait. I actually need to upgrade to a fishing rod first. Alright, what else? The cookout kit. This is interesting. So use this to create a cooking campfire, allowing you to cook on the go. Now, I'm pretty sure that I can use this to cook food even before I have access to the kitchen. So this is a way that I can cook before getting the kitchen in my house. And I believe you can also use this wherever on the map. Even in the mines, I think. So you can potentially whip up some food when you're out in the mines, which can be beneficial. And then we got a sprinkler. So, despite the exciting prospect of having sprinklers, this right here is actually the tier 1 sprinkler that sucks. It waters the 4 adjacent tiles every morning. So if I put the sprinkler down, it will only water the 4 tiles up, down, left, and right of it. And you can imagine that you have to place a ton of these in very inconvenient places to actually automatically water all your stuff. So I never bother with the tier 1 sprinkler. There are better sprinklers that you get later that water much more area. And that's about it for recipes. Is there anything else I want to look at? On the animals tab, it shows my dog Fartomo. Fartomo has a heart friendship meter like the villagers do. His is only 5 hearts. So once I get him to 5 hearts, he's maximum happiness. On the special items and powers menu, I see that forest magic is filled in, and I got this from drinking the wizard's forest potion. It says, "You are one with forest magic." There's a bunch of other ones on here that I'm not even sure what they do. For collections, I see a lot of the various stuff that I've sold. For fish, I see all the fish that I've sold, or rather that I've caught. You don't have to sell the fish, you just have to catch them for them to appear here. Artifacts, we got the chicken statue and the dried starfish. Minerals, we have the jade, the amethyst, and the earth crystal. Cooking, you can barely see it, but there are a couple of recipes that I have access to from the beginning. Actually, well, fried egg. This recipe you have access to from the beginning. The ingredient is an egg, which I don't have any eggs yet. Then we've got the stir fry. This is going to require a cave carrot, a common mushroom, kale, and oil. But once I do get all those things and make the stir fry, it makes a ton of energy. And then finally, the moss soup. It takes 20 moss. And it gives me 70 energy. Achievements. I have my one achievement for fisherman. And then we've got all the letters. Okay, I think that's enough yakking. Off to bed. Alright, looks like I leveled up farming. +1 to watering can and hoe proficiencies. New crafting recipe, bee house. Interesting. New crafting recipe, speed grow. And new cooking recipe, farmer's lunch. Looks like I made 1,200 gold. And I wake up on spring the 13th, the day of the egg festival. And as I predicted, I have 4,254 gold. The spring egg festival lies ahead. And that's going to wrap it up. Peace.